Snowflakers, and welcome to the Snowflake School. I'm Funeka Pepeta and I'm joined in the kitchen by Mpho Palani. And we and Snowflake are your partners in cooking and baking today, tomorrow, every day.
That's right. And I mean, today's recipe that is just too fresh to flop is South Africa's favorite popular street food, Magwenya, aka fat cook.
Yes, dear. The recipe. Take us through it.
So our recipe today, we need to prep for 20 minutes. We're going to allow for an hour of rising, and we will be frying our fat cooks for about 25 to 30 minutes.
Take us through our ingredients.
Yes, we have our snowflake cake wheat flour, obviously. So that's 5.5 cups of that. And then I have my water over here, which is lukewarm, and it's 2 cups. 3 tablespoons of my sugar, 2 teaspoons of my salt, and 10 grams have been measured out here of my yeast. And lastly, I have my oil, which is about 2 liters of that.
Important part.
Vegetable oil.
And the equipment we're going to be using for the Magwenya?
We have our mixing bowl, and I have my wooden spoon over here, my measuring cups, tongs over here, or if you want at home, you can use a slotted spoon.
What's first?
My 2 cups of water in there, and it's lukewarm. Add in my instant yeast, my sugar, and my salt. And I'm going to mix this up. And you know how it goes here. You have to wait for it to start bubbling. Funs, I think this is going now. Let's add in our flour.
Perfect.
5.5 cups is what we need. It's a lot of flour. And we have a half. So there we go, 5.5. I am going to be stirring now, just so that we get a nice smooth texture, and that's even. So I'm using a method of stirring over here, and I'm gonna come from the bottom, come this way, circular. So what you want is consistency, so coverage everywhere. For me, it reminds me of my grandmother's house. I mean, we used to wake up really early in the morning and go stand in the queue for Magwenya at the local store, and it was just crazy. Everybody out in the street, all sometimes even in pajamas, can you imagine?
And I'm sure they sold out early.
Always. Okay, so I am going to use my hands now because it's taking a little bit long with the spoon, but you don't have to do that at home. So let's cover that, and we're going to put it in an area also that has no draft.
And how long are we going to leave it covered for?
About an hour.
About an hour. Do you think our dough is ready?
I think so. Have a look.
Looks
beautiful. So I'm gonna knock out some of this air. Can you pass me the snowflake cake wheat flour?
Sure. Here's a bowl.
Thank you.
So we don't contaminate our flour.
Yes, lightly flour my surface. I am just going to knead for about 2 to 3 minutes. Oh, we have to preheat our oil. So I'm putting it at a medium to high heat, and I'm going to continue here. And that is about an 80-degree Celsius. If you do not have a thermometer at home, you can just literally just take a little piece, drop it in the oil, and if it comes to the top, we should be good to go. If it's a bit sticky, you can just add in a little bit more. Here is my little test, and please, oil is very hot, so you don't want to have that splattering. So you're just going to drop it in a little bit.
It's at the bottom now, so when it rises.
Look at that. I think we are
good to
go. So I'm going to start shaping them into about a little bit bigger than a golf size. And I'm going to drop it into my oil here. Gorgeous.
And Paul, I want to ask you a question, and maybe it could be a tip for us today.
Yes.
How do you fry properly? Because I'm always uncertain when I'm making my magwenyas and I'm burning them. What is the right way to fry?
Number 1, definitely your oil. You have to use the correct oil for frying. So vegetable oil or sunflower oil are generally the good oils to fry with because they have a high heat point, and also they won't mess up the taste of your
Magwenya.
Yes, there we go. have about 2 or 3 of them, and they're gonna fry nicely. Once they're golden brown, then you turn them a bit, keep turning them, and we're ready to go.
Then we've got magwenyas.
We've got magwenyas. Can you see they're turning golden brown?
Starting
they
to
look
go.
gorgeous. Eh?
Okay, Paul, I think I'm gonna take out our tester. That's looking
Mini
nice.
magwenya.
And delicious. I think we can take out these ones.
Okay, perfect. And onto that paper towel, we want all of that oil to be absorbed. Eh? Those are looking beautiful.
And then we're gonna repeat these and add the rest.
Yes. Look at these. And Funeka, I knew you were going to say mince, so voila.
I'm so happy. For me, mince and magwenyas is a pair, perfect pair for me. So we've come to the end of our lesson, but it's definitely not goodbye. More like see you soon. If you want to make your own magwenyas at home, but you want an easier way to do it, Snowflake's got you covered. You can use the Easy Mix 5-in-1 to help you rise to any baking occasion.
So let's meet up together next lesson in the Snowflake School when we make magic again. And that's just too fresh to flop.